So hello and welcome to the Ninqueso channel, where we are just 20 seconds away from an Xbox showcase direct thing, whatever they're calling it, I don't know anymore. So I'm quite interested to see Avowed in this. And I apologise if I'm shouting, because this is quite loud in my headphones. Let me just quickly turn it down a bit. There we go. There we go. Here we go. I don't like lots of chatter beforehand, so we're just getting straight into it. I hope you're over 18 if you're watching this. So let's see what Xbox has for us for 2024. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully Avowed isn't too far away. Yep, people walking to work, tending to be happy with their lot in life. Have I got like Arabic subtitles on for some reason? Coming to Xbox. Oh, it's been years since I've done a cartwheel. Are we ready? So I know we got the 4 main studios announced. Do you think that is going to be it for this? Or do you think there'll be any, like, nice surprises? I'm hoping there'll be a nice surprise. I like Shadow Drops as well, because the chances are they're going to Game Pass, which is always good. Obsidian, there we go. Starting off with Avowed.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands.
Okay.
At Obsidian, we love
we have some
worlds
gameplay,
with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful,
yeah, but
vibrant,
gameplay.
Strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets.
You don't know who I am.
Your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo.
I'm not sure about guns in that style of game.
Our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages.
I mean, I'm definitely going to play this because it's going to come to Game Pass, so.
It's not just hacking and slashing.
Let's just hope it's not too far away.
Decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can
be like a wizard,
tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you
want them to be difficult.
Healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range.
Yeah, I'm not sure about pistols. Give me bows.
Feel like a gunslinging mage.
A game like this, I want bows.
You can use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold. by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp.
I'll just take the nasty option.
On your journey through the living lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers. And as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the 4 of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki.
He's got very pointy teeth.
Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge.
We got a talking character. That's always strange in these sort of games. I like the silent protagonist.
The right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I.
Yeah, but it's a game. It's not real, so there is no tough decisions.
I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Probably.
I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui,
I feel that this conversation in the trailer is kind of irrelevant.
Quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right.
Or
Real
we could just kill him.
Something you could prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave.
Exactly.
I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences.
Look, there's
of
nothing
your
wong with
actions
running away
and the
from a
choices
battle
you
if you know
made
you're going to
during
die.
this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a
I'm getting the
unique,
feeling we're just going to
colorful,
have these
and
4
dynamic
games
visual style.
announced.
From the outset,
because they're spending a lot of time on this.
Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique.
It looks
RPG
nice, I will say that.
By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones,
But
we can
it's
better
like,
deliver
I think the problem is I'm already
emotional
sold on it, so
experiences for our players.
move on.
The living lands
Move
is a
on.
continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes.
Unless
And
this is
each
out
of
in the
those
next sort of
regions
3
itself
months.
is a confluence
Move on.
of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
You know, like
We hope
sharky
you've enjoyed
lizard
this
people.
Look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in
When?
the coming months. And we can't wait for
It's
you
not-
to
it's
explore
not the
living
first half
lands
of this
when
year, is
Avowed
it?
launches this fall.
Okay. End of the year. I mean, yeah, I'm sold on Avowed. I do want to play it. I've never played any of these sort of games before. I think it's set in the Pillars of Eternity universe. I've never done one of those. Fall. There we go. Right. Something smaller, quicker. Okay, it's just going to be these 4 games, isn't it? It's going to be Hellblade, Indiana Jones, and whatever the other people are working on. I can't remember. I've not played the first Hellblade yet. I started, but I got bored during the boat ride at the beginning. It just kept going on and on and on. I was like, I'm bored now.
Hi, I'm
out.
Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade.
It's just down the road from me.
The team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about.
Ooh, shorter.
That we hope you care about.
Is that a game you can beat like in one sitting then?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant
I've not played the
companions,
first one, so...
she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little.
I mean, it obviously looks good, but I'm not really a big fan of, like, cinematic style games that give you the illusion of gameplay.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective.
Sure, the
as a
Droiga
beacon
are
of
things
hope.
in like Skyrim,
And
aren't they?
she'll discover along with us how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
See, to me, this game looks very linear. It's literally just walk over here, walk over here.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
It's not doing well there, is she?
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Okay.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua
Really?
isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to
See,
feel
I
her
couldn't get
struggle
into the first
every
one.
step of her journey.
It just took too long to
We
for
want
me
the
to even be
player
able to do
always
anything.
feel
That
like they just scraped
I tagged
through,
out.
just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
okay.
Every
I'm
discipline in
prepared
the
to move
studio
on
is
now.
unified in achieving a deep level of immersion.
It's the one
to
thing I
help
find with the
suspend
Xbox
disbelief
ones, they
and
spend a
pull you
little
into
bit too
Senua's
long
story.
on things.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
See what I mean? It just seems like it's going down corridors all the time, then into a little opening, then down some corridors. It's It's not really my sort of game.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What if you're not wearing headphones?
What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Yeah, I'm fed up now. Move on.
We feel their craft,
You're spending too long on each thing.
Connects with her game.
I mean, there are rumours that this is coming out very soon, isn't it? Like March, I think it
was.
was.
Heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something.
Yeah,
really
I'm not sure I'm even going to
for
play
our
this
players.
one. Even
My
though it's going to
hope
be
is
on
that
Game
they will
Pass.
really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja.
Yeah, you're sounding
So
cheesy.
We all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love,
No, it's a
care,
game.
and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not
I'm
only
sure there's
create
lots
a
of people
game
out there that
that's
are really
great
looking
to
forward to
play,
this,
to
because I know the
craft an
first one
experience that
got
leaves you thinking
good.
and feeling. From our combat gameplay
Good
through
reviews
to
and
our
things,
action set
but
pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving,
didn't click with
everything is
me.
crafted
Not
in
that I gave it
service
much of a
Senua's
chance.
journey, a journey that you can embark on.
Literally didn't
May
get past the opening
21st.
credits. May 21st, yeah. April, not March then. Still a few months out. I'm not sure I'll bother with that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's literally just going to be these 4 games, isn't it? I'm not sure what Oxide is working on. Unless they've got a whole little secret here. This is very slow. It's the only thing I'm saying about this is Final Fantasy 14. So even this, it's all just so slow. Speed it up a bit. I've been here now for nearly 20 minutes.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝え
Oh,
できる
Visions
機会
of
をいただ
Mana.
けて
It's not
大
Final
変光栄で
Fantasy.
す。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生
I
して以
think
降
I own the remake of Secret of Mana, but I don't think I've ever played
愛
it.
をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17
Action
作
RPG
発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
Oh, that's quite a cute baddie.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Yep, action RPGs.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Yes, tell us what we can
Hello,
expect.
I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series
Some of those plushes
to
are quite
Xbox
cute.
players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説
See, that's quite cute. So why would you want to kill it?
デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて
It does have a very like Dragon Quest style feel. I know Square Enix does Dragon Quest as well, which is probably why, but
表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。
like Dragon Quest
最新
monsters.
作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には
Okay,
広大
you
な
can move on
空
again
間に
now.
欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。
That's quite a cute ride.
陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださってい
This
ます
would might be a maybe. If this comes onto Game Pass, then yeah, I probably would try it.
今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。
Okay, what he's saying is totally different from what these things, because he said kawaii in there, and there was nothing to say cute.
仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった
Caught a few words that he said, they've said, and it's like, but there's nothing in the thing at the bottom that's even remotely like that.
書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなど、ゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。
Okay, we get it. You need music for a game.
携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも
I think the problem is I'm just getting fidgety now. It's been here like 24 minutes, and this is game number 3.
しっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。
Xbox needs to, they need to pace these better. I've always found that with the Xbox ones. They just drag.
新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに
Like
体
the
験
only
できるよう
in depth you need to go in a game like this is the one that's coming out soon,
冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。
and you don't have any more opportunities to talk about it.
アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
So I'm sure they said this was like an early look.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な
Can you
力
tell I'm getting like, just get on with it? I think that's why I like Nintendo Directs the best, because they're just like snappy normally.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、
Okay.
ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。
Maybe when is the release?
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますのでぜひご期待ください。この夏この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Okay, in summer. There we go. No Game Pass thing there, so it's unlikely that I'll get around to playing that. Right. So even this transition screen's just like, speed it up, mate. Just get on with it. Yeah, I thought they'd finish on Indiana Jones. I'm not even sure what these companies working on.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our
Okay, I don't care. Just what you're working on. Tell me. I've been here now, coming up half an hour.
Civilization 5. We came together to create
Yeah,
something
not my
new
sort of
and
game.
innovative in a genre we all love.
Not a genre I love.
Game we've dreamt of making.
Okay, this is a game I've got no interest in whatsoever. This will be a fun 10 minutes of my life.
All the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With
Looks
Ara,
like
we
it
wanted
to
to
me.
challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in
You
the
have
office,
ladies walking
which
down
are
with an
all
instrument on a
things
shoulder.
that we purchased in order
Wow,
to
that changes the
soundtrack
game
and
tremendously.
expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical
Okay.
grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation
That's
on
a
the
lot of
planet.
sheep.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players
Yeah,
from
this isn't a
around
game
the
for me.
world the chance to see the game reflect their
100%.
unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the
Oh,
impact
please
of their
be,
decisions,
please actually
they
be
would need to
finally.
see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate
No.
Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space.
I'm not a fan of
blank
those
canvas
words
for
with
players to paint the society of their dreams.
with games.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the
Procedurally
choices
generated
players
and
make over the
roguelike
course of
are
the
my
game.
two least
They can
favourites.
see everything from the settlement
Were
of the wilderness,
my two least
cultural
favourite
influence
phrases
on
in gaming
architecture
these
over
days.
time, to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule.
Okay.
And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara,
He said
players will
finally,
compete with
he
their rivals
lied.
to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The
Yeah,
prestige
this
system
just-
gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
Wow,
In
she make
Ara, there
mech
are no
suits.
set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara,
What do
I
you
like
mean
to
win
build
the
triumphs.
game if there's no
Triumphs
like
are
set
our
conditions
collection of
for
incredible monuments and architectural
completing
achievements
it?
from
I
throughout
don't
human
understand.
history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing.
I knew this
gathering
10
the
minutes of my
right
life
things,
wouldn't be the
turning
best.
them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something
Is
like
it wrong to start
important
looking at my
improvement
phone while
or
this is
triumph.
going on?
Just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
I mean, nothing against the game. I'm sure it's like, if you're into this style of game, I'm sure you're going, wow, look at this.
All manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything.
But it really
from
isn't my
international
sort of game.
trade, to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just
Wow.
the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone
Oh, I'm
into our
pleased you're
simultaneous
proud.
turn system.
I'm sure you've worked
Many
hard on
strategy
this.
Games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara,
Okay.
we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait, informed by their contributions to world
So this is my little
With a
Badoo.
diverse global roster, we know players will find
He's quite
leaders that they
cute.
will
He's
want to
travelled
play.
all the way here
And
from
even a few that may
Tokyo.
surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
Oh, come on, I'm
For
bored
us at
now.
Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for. You.
You're not
Building
making
the
it for me,
game
mate.
alongside real players
100%
has
you are
given us
not
that
making it for
critical
me.
player feedback. In
I'm
the end,
never going
we
to touch
believe
this game.
makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
If I was stuck on a desert island, this was the only game I had access to, I still probably wouldn't play
It
it.
turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
"Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat
Yeah, 'cause,
level of
like,
mountain
you
lions
don't-
to a player's citizenry.
It's
It's
crazy.
been years of hard work to bring you a strategy
Oh,
experience like
come
no
on,
other.
been over half hour now.
And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game.
Shots of them
later
on
this year.
motorbikes and the
But the
thing.
launch of Ara is only the beginning.
No.
We're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone
Good
at
for
Oxide
you.
Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara.
I'm not going to
and create
play
your
it.
own history.
I'm not going to play it. Another fall. So what's coming out soon? What is coming out soon? So I very much doubt Indiana Jones is going to be soon. Is this it? Or we got something, another hidden one? I feel like we know. Oh, no, here we go. Right, let's spend 10 minutes of our lives watching this.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure.
Really? Even
today,
even
it's
the
one of
Crystal
most
Skull?
iconic franchises
Are you
in
sure?
pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
No, you're
You
just
will see
playing
through
as
his
Indy.
eyes
You're
and
not
experience the
actually
journey
Indiana
that you
Jones.
hope
You're sat there with a
lives up to
controller
the
in your
proud
hand.
legacy of Indiana
I'm sorry,
Jones.
I'm quite bitter now because
When
it's been going
Todd
on for too
Howard
long.
first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea
Great.
For what it would be like and the story, what Indy
This
was
is just going to
going
be like
after,
Tomb Raider.
what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game.
Okay, can we see it though?
It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Okay, here we go. Let's try and see if it's actual gameplay or just cinematic experiences.
Dr. Jones, while you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
So what are we thinking? First person, third person?
Myths.
A mix. First person.
History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and
Yeah, it looks alright. I'll probably give it a go when it comes out.
just waiting to be found.
As long as there's not too many like set pieces in there.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Which I think there probably might be.
Throughout history,
Of course, I got to get that scream in there.
mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
I bet you don't.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
I feel like there's going to be quick time events and stuff in it. One of those games that gives you the illusion of gameplay, but not really.
Fallen angels. Protector of the Chirkulimani. The Great Circle.
Wow. There we go. Indiana Jones' Great Circle. Now let's spend another 10 minutes talking about it.
You have any idea how old that was?
See, to me, that should be enough. They shouldn't need to talk about this anymore.
Indiana Jones is
But they
such
are.
an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we
Great.
have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Okay.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College.
Oh god, why are you going into so much detail? If this had just finished after that trailer, that would have been great, perfect, enough.
The man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels.
I mean, let me know what you think. Do you think they need to go into this much detail? Or just the trailer was enough hype?
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation.
Oh god, I'm going to struggle then if you got soul puzzles.
The Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Getting the hang of this.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
Nah,
we always
just shoot
want
them.
to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage.
Oh, not stealthy.
Or using the tools
I'm not a fan of stealthy games.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones.
Wind it up. Can we start playing the music to get him to talk quicker, to get off the stage?
Is with the music.
Yeah, music, great.
Composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
So such and such is the composer for the films, but we found someone else.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics.
Yeah, that's what I'm not happy with.
Our production style.
Too much cinematics in the game just is rubbish.
Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
I don't want to play a movie, I want to play a game.
To help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
I mean, I will try this, but I'm not I don't know if it's going to click with me, to be fair.
She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally.
I don't care, just get on with it.
Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss.
Really? You're not being a bit biased there because you created him.
Human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for
There you go.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
Yeah, I
How
don't
you
like stealth
approach any
games, so
given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol.
I don't want
or
to sneak
maybe
around
you'll
them.
just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your
That was
wits,
not the back of the
we
head
got
the
Indie's
first
most
time.
iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction.
I'm not sure I like how it snaps out all the
And yes,
time.
you can absolutely use it
Like
in
just
combat.
climbing up there. It didn't really need to snap out
Everything
into
you'd
third
expect
person.
from Indie's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones.
Okay,
Obviously,
we get
there
the-
are a
we get the
handful of
idea,
puzzles
man.
on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Ugh. I know I've been saying this the whole time through, but they are spending way too much time on everything.
I want to thank you all for joining
It's
us
just
for
making
our
this
big
hard
reveal
work.
of Indiana Jones and the Great
I'm like grumpy
Machine
now.
Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences.
You're not meant to
with
get
huge
grumpy
set
when you're
pieces,
watching
surprising
new games
twists,
and stuff.
immersive
You're going to be like,
narratives.
oh, that's
It's
oh.
exciting for
But
us
now
that
I'm
we
just
have been
like,
able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience.
Grumpy
while still being
queso.
able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very.
You're not making a
familiar
game
with
for
the franchise or
everyone.
not.
I can
Because at the heart of
guarantee my
Indiana
like
Jones
BP
is
won't
an
want to play
incredible
this.
adventure.
100%.
I think that's something everyone wants to be part of.
No,
also
that's a
very
lie.
excited to announce that
There's loads of
Indiana
people out there who don't
Jones
even
and the
want to
Great
play
Circle will
games. Just
become
say
later this year,
everyone.
and we cannot
Jeez.
wait to share more soon.
We've just seen all these already. Why are you showing it again? Oh god, they're still not finished. Okay, it's coming out this year. This will be a winter game, won't it? So May is the first time there's a game coming out from this. Is that it? Please, just that be it. You can't do anything else. You're going to end on that, definitely. Okay, the recap. I mean, I will give my thoughts. I'm pretty sure you're going to know what they are. Too long. They spent too much time waffling on about the games. That even the games that I'm actually
Animals, children, and game developers.
that I'm actually looking forward to, like Avowed, maybe Indiana Jones, maybe Secrets of Mana, that I just got fed up of them just babbling on about it for so long. And getting through the games that I wasn't interested in, it was hard work, and that's, you know, it's like nearly an hour this has been. 14, it's like nearly 50 minutes we've been recording for.
Is anchored in the world we build.
And I am very at this point. I just think there's 5 games they talked about here. This should have been no more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes would have been more than enough time. Show the games, talk about some bullet points, move on. But just babbling on over and over again about stuff, it's just too much for me. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the flow of this, and if any of these games are like, I'm definitely going to be watching it, I'm definitely looking forward for this. But yeah, but that looks like it is it. So thank you for joining me. And if you did make it all the way through to the end without fast forwarding whatsoever, oh my god, you did well. But anyway, if you did like the video, please leave it a like. And if you'd like to see more of reactions, pretty much all that goes up on this channel, reactions, then hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to see like gameplay and stuff, I've got an Ninqueso Plays channel. If you'd like to see me eat food, I've got a Roam with Queso channel where me and BP go around and we go to different restaurants and things. So totally different. I don't know why you're here watching this if that's the sort of thing you're into. But anyway, until next time, just be nice to people. Bye.